In this video, we're going to cover why your LinkedIn headline is costing you 100K per year, and more importantly, how you can fix it in only a few minutes. So let's start by diagnosing the headline problem, which is the fact that your profile might be getting 100 views a month. People are landing on your profile, they're seeing your content and they are curious, but no one's reaching out. No one's actually booking a call and no one's asking about your services. Now, the reason why is because your headline is killing your conversions. Your headline is actually the first thing people see, and it's the most prominent text on your profile. And if it doesn't clearly communicate who you help, what problem you solve, and what results you deliver, people will just scroll past. And so this is your one chance to make a first impression, and your headline is that exact chance. So I want to explain why the headline actually matters so much. And it's because it's the first thing that people see. Second, it also appears in the search results. So when someone searches for a solution on LinkedIn, your headline determines whether they click on your profile or they scroll past. The third thing is it shows up next to every comment that you make. So every time you comment on a post, your headline's actually right there. So it's a constant advertisement for what you do. Your headline is like a 24/7 elevator pitch. And if it's weak, you're losing opportunities every single day. So one of the big mistakes is only having your job title. So if your headline is just your job title, like CEO at company name or founder at company, you're wasting the most valuable asset or real estate that you have, right? This tells people nothing about what you actually do, and it doesn't say who you help. It doesn't say what problem you solve, and it doesn't say what results you deliver. So when someone just sees business coach, they think, okay, well, what kind of business coach? What do you help with? What do you do? Job title only is the most common headline mistake, and it could be costing you clients every single day. The next mistake is a vague value proposition. So if your headline says something like helping businesses grow or empowering entrepreneurs to succeed or transforming lives through coaching, it's just too vague. It's not compelling enough. Everyone says this, right? But it doesn't differentiate you. It doesn't tell people specifically what you do or who you help. So when someone reads helping businesses grow, they think, well, how? What kind of businesses? What does grow actually mean? Vague value propositions don't convert, whereas specific value propositions do. Now, if your headline is then packed with buzzwords like thought leader, innovator, disruptor, or passionate, driven, results oriented, you also sound like everyone else because these words don't really mean anything. They're like filler words. They don't communicate value. And when you use buzzwords like leverage synergies or drive transformation, you sound quite corporate and a bit generic. So buzzwords can also just make you blend in. It's specificity that makes you stand out. So the other mistake is not really having a clear audience, because if your headline just says, I help companies with marketing or I help people achieve their goals, you're not specifying who you actually help. And if you don't specify who you help, nobody thinks it's actually for them. So when someone reads, I help companies with marketing, they think, oh, well, what kind of companies, what industry, what size? But when someone reads, I help SaaS founders between $1 to $5 million in ARR scale their marketing, they immediately know if it's for them. So specificity attracts, whereas generality repels. Now, the other deadly mistake is that when you're not actually referencing any results or outcomes. So if your headline just says, I help businesses with LinkedIn, you're describing what you do, but not what result you deliver. People don't buy services, they buy outcomes. So compare these two headlines. I help businesses with LinkedIn versus I help B2B consultants build 50K pipelines in 90 days using LinkedIn. The first tells you what the service is, but the second tells you what outcome you'll actually get. So the second headline is 10 times more compelling because it focuses on the results. Now, let me give you the high converting headline formula for this, because it's really broken out in three components: who you help, what result you deliver, and how, or the time frame. So for example, I help B2B consultants build 50K pipelines in 90 days using LinkedIn. Now let's break it down. The who you help is B2B consultants. The what result you deliver is building 50K pipelines. And the how or time frame is 90 days using LinkedIn. You can even use your unique mechanism if you have one of those instead of the how or time frame. So this formula converts because it's specific, it's clear, and it's outcome focused. So when your ideal client reads this, they immediately know if it's for them. So let me show you some before and after examples. Before could be business coach helping entrepreneurs succeed, and the after would be I help online coaches scale to 50K per month without paid ads. So you can see the difference. The first one is vague, the second one is specific and outcome focused. Another before could be marketing consultant. The after could be I help SaaS companies generate 100 qualified leads per month. So again, the first tells you nothing, whereas the second tells you exactly what result you'll get. So this is the power of a high converting headline. Now let me show you how to write your headline in 5 minutes. The first step is think about who is your ideal client. So be specific. What's their industry, their role, their company size? The second step is to think about what result do you actually deliver. So use numbers. For example, in this case, it was 50K pipeline or 100 qualified leads or 50% revenue increase. The third step is how do you actually deliver it? So what's your method or your time frame? Is it using LinkedIn? Is it in 90 days? Is it without paid ads? And the fourth step is to combine them using the formula. So I help who achieve result in how/time frame. And that's done. Update your profile, only takes you 5 minutes. And a simple checklist to test your headline is: 1, does it specify who you help? 2, does it include a specific result or outcome? 3, does it mention how or when you deliver it? And 4, is it free of buzzwords and jargon? And if you can check all 4 boxes, then your headline will convert. And if you can't, then go back and fix it. Now, let me show you the 100K impact here. With a weak headline, you might get 100 profile views and 0 inquiries and no one actually reaching out to you because your headline doesn't compel them. But with a strong headline, you might get 100 profile views a month and 5 to 10 inquiries because people will reach out because your headline actually clearly communicates who you help and what result you deliver. 5 to 10 inquiries each month equals 60 to 120 a year. And if you close just 10 or 20% of those, that's 6 to 24 new clients. At 5,000 to 10K per client, that could be anywhere from 30K to 240K in additional revenue. And this is why your headline matters. And it could easily be costing you 6 figures per year if it's not fixed. You want to get to a point where you're getting more profile views, more ideal clients reaching out, and also you being seen as the obvious expert because your profile now becomes a client attraction machine. So every profile view becomes an opportunity and your headline converts those opportunities into actual inquiries. Now, this is a small piece of the type of thing that we cover here at our agency, Influx, where we work with our clients to help them to generate qualified leads on autopilot with a guarantee of at least $50,000 in net new pipeline within 90 days. So if you want to see the full framework and the exact way that we would go about a scenario like this, I'm going to leave a link in the description box below this video, which is going to have another video with a breakdown so you can learn and understand what underpins this type of guarantee and these types of results for our clients. If you also found some value in this particular video you just watched, please do take a second to like it, leave a thoughtful comment, to share, comment and subscribe. And I do look forward to seeing you on the next one.